Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, deeper in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with the neighbors, dance for your friends. And then Florida's the place, gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better, better. Live with South Florida sunshine, deeper in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends. Live for the moments, join the ocean breeze. Hearts and sing, sing, sing. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, deeper in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
Hey everybody. It stopped, of course, on my side. It hasn't. It looks like it's a little delayed on the YouTube side like usual. On my side, I just went to say hi to Laura from the StreamYard side. I'm going to try now that I've said something on YouTube's side to just say hello and see if it goes through. But yeah, I am going early because I wanted to talk about something that I found out about my channel, and I don't know why YouTube is doing it yet. I have some hints, but welcome in everybody. Thanks, Hedgehog Homestead, for popping in. Thanks, Aiden for coming in. Hey, the Bud Files, welcome in. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I can't, of course, talk and type at the same time and be upset. It figures like I find out, it seems like it's happened since I got monetized. Go figure. Let me see if it'll go through now. There, it went through. At first, it says YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. I took a picture of it because all I said was, hey, lady, GTCU to Laura. That was it. So not sure how that's a spam. But yeah, I'm trying to think of it. vidIQ put out a video this morning and it asks, have you been restricted by YouTube? And I'm like, I thought they have to take, time and send you an email if you've been restricted by them. No, they don't. They don't have to. And I went to go actually to get into those, to get into my YouTube side, like of my Gmail. And I'm having, a little bit of issue with that. So I'm going to update my Gmail on my phone and see if it just needs an update, because I am kind of terrible at my updates. But they don't have to notify you that they are restricting content. They can do it at their will. And I found that out because what you can do is you can go to your page, and on your page where you can see, all your videos, and you have your little icon up in the corner, under your icon, you can, click on your picture, and then it'll, have your, like with me at South Florida Sunshine, at South Florida Sunshine, view your channel. You scroll down and it says restricted mode, and it's usually on off. Well, you keep one page open that's on off, and you open another page and you turn the restricted mode on, and you'll be able to see all the videos, all the lives, and all the shorts that they've restricted. And so far, my brand new video on cassava, hey, Storms, Radios, and Cats. So far, my brand new video on cassava is restricted for some reason. I have some shorts that have been restricted. The only thing I can think of is that I said because the lizard, "Oh, he saved my life," and maybe that phrasing set off, the YouTube censor stuff, but that one is gone. It's in, like, the restricted pile. Um, since I got monetized, all my late night lives are in restricted, even though I went and checked some of them and they're not checked for 18 and over. They are restricted. Hey, I have no idea why certain ones have been restricted. I don't know if somebody is, reporting my stuff. I don't know if it's this whole thing with AI now because I have an AI song on. So I went and actually clicked on the yes because they have a, um, do you have basically anything that is AI? And then in the very fine print, it would include, I guess, music. And so I clicked yes on one of the ones that has the new song on it. And I probably will have to do that for this one too because of the song, because I use an app to make it. But this might be even like artwork that we're using. I don't know. Honestly, Laura, I'm just like in shock. And LP. I don't know. And welcome in LP, the LP dimension. So that's why I decided to go early. I was going to open, the chat for anybody who wanted to come up. My sugar fast is going fine. I still am, because that's the usual Friday is, and I'll talk about that probably around 2:30 when, people usually come in for that. But this has just got me like, what am I doing with my time? Why do I need to fight against this machine all the time? Like, why? It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I don't have any other job that I can really do with staying home with Malachi. You two, you got restrictions placed on yours? Hold on. I'm just extremely frustrated. And I think too that it is, they're pushing out the ones that make them like the creators that make them the most money. Also saw people that have come on and it's like all they're doing is really copying content that's been on here. Is it filmed well? Yeah, but it's not like perfect. But uh, the views that they get are just unbelievable. Like unbelievable, crazy, unbelievable. Are they in a G string? No. Are they showing boobs? No. So I'm trying to figure out, and are they doing something everything, single week on YouTube? No. So what is this game that we're playing? Like I don't get it. Like I don't know how to please this master that I was afraid of getting monetized with because I used to say I probably won't monetize unless I have a side business and use this for basically ads, like free ads. Like that's what people do who have businesses. Or if I was a product placement queen, do that. I have no time to be a product placement queen. I have no time to be ordering stuff and showing everybody all the time. I'm bad at, like, I still owe AAD, you know, thank you very much for sending me my holder for my machete, and, just a mail call. I'm terrible at mail calls. Hey, Cece, welcome in. So weird. I just came over from a live. One of our friends is in the cussing was really bad there. So I wasn't that loud, just removed or shut down, whatever. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah. Like we don't do a lot of cussing on my channel. I don't get it, but I'd noticed too that who I co-stream with, like, yeah, they remove stuff. And I don't know if they flagged me early on because of who I hung out with, because yeah, I don't see that person, from what people have come over and told me when that person has made a fuss and was blaming things on me or my friends. That person isn't progressing and they've got a lot of promotion and they've got people that are behind them that have larger channels and things like that. So I'm wondering, yeah, storms of being hooked up with, but anyway, you guys are welcome. Other creators are welcome to come up and talk about this issue. But vidIQ, go and see vidIQ's new video, and it shows you step by step how to check your videos, how to check, if you do lives or shorts, if they've been restricted. It's really not hard because I did it right away, and I was shocked that they restricted my video on Cassava. Like the only thing I can think of is that I maybe used like a CC. I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're doing better. I know, right? Might as well but even like I notice women who have the boobies and it's the same thing. It's like, nope. They restrict that even further. But other ones, no, they don't. They allow and they get like I know, no G-string, right? Oh, please, like that. There is a girl, South Florida, and yeah, she got quite the bod. I won't, the typical South Floridian that they think of, like that we're all blonde hair, just like the California girls, like blonde hair, bikinis, no fat whatsoever, and in G-strings all the time. And yeah, I got like 500,000 subscribers. Hey, Moon over Miami, welcome in. Cece, I hope you're feeling better today. I know. Hey, Andrews, Northwest Coins. Good to see you too. But yeah, I'm just sorry, not so serious, but issue. But it's serious BS. I'm calling them. Hey, DCBs, you missed the beginning. I was checking out my videos to see if it's all about the clicks, but you can't get the clicks if they're restricting your videos and not telling you why. Like at least when you go in to check that video, hey CC, hey, welcome up.
Hey.
Like I went in, I was just finishing what I was telling DC. He's like, it's all about the clicks. I'm like, yeah, with those pictures, but you can't get the clicks if they're holding back your content. Like I noticed everything I shared from Miss T, like the co-streams with her and with Swoop are gone, are all restricted, all of them.
That's a lot of times why I don't share out when it's really nothing. Like for my channel, if it's not strictly garden, I don't share it out on the stream because you never know what topics people talk about in their channels,
Right. I'm going to add Laura to the stage. Welcome, Laura.
Hey,
Laura. I'm wondering if that's what it is.
Yeah.
Being connected to people who talk about or have talked about more adult topics.
Right.
Okay, Laura. Yeah, that might be it because I started off with one of those people and supporting them, and yeah, they have way more support, and I'm not seeing them get like a lot of subscribers or anything. Their channel is still slow moving. They'll get a lot of views, but when people have directed me to their channel because they're talking trash about me, but otherwise I don't go there. But anyway, is that what you think it is though? Like,
I think, it does affect because, they may have got flagged at time. Like right now, I know Miss T's, she's not getting paid right now because of her videos and stuff. And so,
yeah. Hey, girl, dad, welcome in.
Probably if you're streaming out when it, it could affect. I just didn't want to take the risk of it because I know so many different topics come up when it's live.
Right.
So I'm like, if it's not strictly garden for me, I'm like, nope.
Yeah. Hey, Pasmaquoddy, welcome in. Yeah, DCBs, I know they say that. They say you're supposed to do one a week and do this and do that. I've seen other people who are not YouTube's, preferred content creator getting freaking 20,000 views on their first video that they drop. So there's some kind of game being played that we're not being let in on, because it's not like it's a professional video or I don't know. It's just very frustrating.
Sometimes it'll fall. I mean, sometimes those are ones, what do they call?
And then they still get it, like the next one and the next one. They'll get like over 20,000 views. And it's like, are they purchasing these?
They might be hitting it just at the right time. They might post it at the right time. Are
They
the
may be
wording like,
promoting it.
yeah,
Right.
loading at the right time, or even the hashtags that they're putting in it?
Yeah. Yeah. YT does. Yeah. I know, DC. That's what we figured that out, but it's funny because both sides too, like when we have a political year like this year, both sides are like, well, they're restricting my content. And the other side is like, they're restricting mine. And they both think it's because of where they stand politically. But what really is it? What is it? It doesn't, like, what kind of, I don't know. Yeah. And I can't get out to the garden as much. So, of course, I've been doing lives that pertain to my life.
That's my quaddy.
Yeah. But I do wonder that though, Cece, if it is like who we share out with and if they've ever had restrictions. And yeah, I know Miss T had that thing because of the clock channel, the logo being on her stuff.
Yeah.
She said. So, but they at least let her know, like, this is something they're not letting people know. You have to find out on your own. Hey, the Mutts, welcome in. I don't know if I said hi to you. I'm sorry.
You think that they would have an email that they would just roll out for certain things,
like a form
you know?
letter. Yeah.
Mhm.
And, go ahead, Cece.
Sorry. Did you said you went on vidIQ, or where did you go?
Oh, the channel is vidIQ on here, and they show you how to check it to see what videos they're restricting. And I'm like, okay, my cassava video, my brand new video, now that I'm monetized, they're restricting. And even the timing, that channel that got 20,000 views was putting out like one a month because they're taking their time and they're, editing it and making it very narrowed down. They are doing a great job, but the whole 20,000 views, it just seemed, yeah. Yeah, I know. I have my views are not that great even for all my videos. Like, I mean, I've got over 50,000 views or something, but it's not like fantastic. But I'm not plugging away at videos, but I know my lives are generating views. 55. It's 55,000 views was the beginning of this month. And that's nothing to like, that's 55,000 people that took time to look at my channel. And I'm grateful for that. Like, I'm very grateful. I'm just trying to figure out the YouTube game. Like, what?
When you do figure that out, you're going to be the best YouTuber ever.
Right? I have to shut down all my old stuff probably.
Right. You'll be so popular, they'll be knocking on your door like, oh, you got the secret.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what you had mentioned yesterday, dead internet theory. Is it a video on here, DCBs? Or is it a movie? What? I don't know what that is. They work for their marketing. I'm sure they have a whole list on their own end of stuff to avoid. Yeah. Yep. I know. That's what I'm thinking too. And I actually think, yeah, and even Girl Dad puts out pretty consistent like his shorts and his content's pretty consistent with what, genre he's in. Yep. It's so finicky. I agree. Let's see. There are many, many more bots on the internet. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, but what was that? A movie, DC, The Dead Internet? I was trying to remember it today when I was dealing with what I was dealing with. I bet they've got AI on you and they're hitting you for trigger word. Yeah, they have AI on all of us, but I don't know. I don't say that many trigger words, but they've been watching me for a long time and I thought sitting on my stuff, and now I have proof that some of it is just totally restricted. Granted, I restricted one video, and that was the one that I put like nudity in the title, like, because we went everywhere that night on the subject matter. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, you don't know because they don't know. Pretty much. That's what it seems like. It's fly by the seat of their pants up there in YT management. If you would be nice if YT communicated with people. Yes, exactly. It would be nice. They should have a form letter, like Laura said, and go, you just broke ... rule. You can fix it this way. not do that. No, they don't do that very well, DC. And now I'm looking at my Gmail and I'm hoping nobody got into it after what you were saying yesterday, CC. If the platform itself is just getting hit. All that aside, how the storm's done. Oh, we're fine down here. We didn't get it. How is everybody? I don't know if I've got people in the Carolinas in my chat right now.
Sorry, dogs are going crazy.
Yeah, right. That's a important point. This is what you get when a computer is in charge of who views your content.
Yeah.
Because computers have no soul. Same thing with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It might be a documentary, but you saw some videos on it. Okay, I've got to remember that, DC. Let me actually scroll back up and I'll take a screenshot of it. Because I was trying to think of it, what it was called actually.
Hi,
today.
living your best life.
Have you done that yet with your content, Laura, just to see what they might have unrestricted from
Yeah.
being with our old friend that
No.
you're okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they like you because you're just a workhorse too. You are just always putting stuff out there. Like, don't bother that one. She's gonna be working herself to the bone. Don't just leave her alone. Go after one of the lazier ones like Carol over there. She doesn't put out enough videos. Girl wants to just sit on her butt in the house and do lives. But then they have live streamers that do really well and they talk about stuff that you're supposedly not supposed to talk about.
I know.
It's just, I don't know. The game of this platform is really frustrating.
The YouTube game.
Yes, the YouTube game. I was even trying not to use their name too much because I don't know what they're gonna do with this. It's all right. Don't worry about it. They're not gonna tell me anyway. I'll have
I
to
haven't
go.
seen that video on vidIQ. I use vidIQ.
Yeah, they just put it out on their YouTube channel.
Okay.
They just put it out this morning, and I was like, I don't know if any of mine have been restricted. Let me see what he's talking about. And sure enough, yes, I have been restricted. Not just like everything. I've got the lives. I've got a couple shorts I've found already. I'm like, really, the shorts?
Huh.
I'm like, is it because I put emojis?
So
on
you
it?
look under there and it says,
You go to your page.
mm-hmm.
You open one. And then you open another. So you have both of them on your page on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're on your front page where you can see all your content kind of thing. Like what people would see if they came into your YouTube. Like
Right,
onto
hold
your
on a
page.
second. Let me get there. I think I checked it already. So,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
And then
what
view your channel.
and then you view your channel. But you have to view it up against one that is not restricted and one that is. And then which one is not like the other to find them. So that's the only way to know. You don't get anything from them.
So I wonder, because I have, some videos that are almost hitting 400, and then I have videos that are really slow.
Yeah, that's what happened with that short where I think you saw it, where I walk into the tree. It's just something silly and dumb. And those kind of stuff, that usually takes off because it's relatable to people.
Right.
Had like very little views. And sure enough, it's in restricted. Have no idea why. I don't know if it's because I use emojis on the, like, where you're using the text.
Yeah.
Okay, wellness with Frugal Mama.
But you're just getting back into it, right? Oh, it's wellness in here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm behind. You're just getting back into it, though, Mutt, right? Hi, Virginia Bushcraft. I wish they would communicate verbally and stuff. I know that would be nice. Just give you a call. Like, yeah, that would be great.
Like, hey, you need to do this and this.
I guess my philosophy about all the YouTube junk, or about all the stuff, is just kind of head down and keep on going, because it doesn't matter what you do or don't do or be perfect or, this kind of thing. If you just keep on keeping on.
But if you can keep on, like for some of us with Malachi and with all this stuff, this is like, if I'm just going to make friends here, I can relax and lay back more.
Right.
I don't have to push myself, and I don't want to push myself for a platform that is not going to work for me. Like work smarter, not harder is
Right.
definitely a thing. And I want to work smarter when it comes to this
Right.
situation because that really pissed me off. Like just
Right. Well,
really
I definitely agree with that.
pissed me
You know,
off.
the smarter, not harder. And so I
Uh,
do all the hashtags, I do all the stuff, I do, you know, and if it
yeah.
hits, it hits. Hey, will it grow?
Yeah, but that's harder for somebody as you know, in my
Right.
position. I can't do all those things and dot, but still you're doing all the things too. You should be like even higher than you are, I
Yeah.
think, with all the work that you put into it.
But I'm doing
Yes, that's true. Right
the,
there. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, living my best life. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello. Yeah, how, Mutt, are you guys okay? Did you get flooding? I hope not. Hey, God's desire for me. Good to see you. All is well. Good. I'm glad. Yes, please give us
Hey,
your report.
Constance.
Please give us your report as you're coming in.
Yep.
Let us know.
Give the thumbs up, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Ann. Yeah, test it out, Ann, especially since you've been having trouble, and I'm wondering if they followed you over here with I'm grateful for you like sharing me out, but I'm going to ask you not to, since you had some issues with your channel lately, getting reported for stuff that you did not do. I'm figuring you might have dropped yourself into a troll nest, possibly. Possibly.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, you can try that. I know that's like, if I could do that, I would. I wonder if they understand the S word of the word from beekeepers when we are getting stung up. I'm sure they understand those words because yeah, that's part of
Yeah.
restricting
You
it
can,
for young
you
people.
can cuss
Yeah.
on your videos. It can't be in the first few minutes of it,
Right.
but they did talk about that. They have videos that say, you know,
Yeah.
cursing is
And the-
okay. It's just if you catch it at the beginning of your video, then it's
Yeah,
more
then
like
they'll
a
get
red
you.
flag. Mhm.
Yeah, is anybody else hearing people talking about this on YT about the restricted stuff, like the content?
I'm not.
Because that was the hey, well, Mr. Frugal Mama. Hey, I'm just making my way down to you guys. Sorry. Rampage got a little bit of rain. That was it. Yeah, I didn't think Virginia, it looked like it was dying down, but they were having tornadoes because Quick Peach was in her closet yesterday because they had gotten a tornado warning. It must have been her small area because I noticed on the map they were all under a watch, and the ones that were really under a warning was where Debbie was sitting right on top of them. But we, like Florida, the tornado warnings are more of a concern for us. If you're under a watch, we drive in those. We just watch ourselves. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, we drive in tropical storms. We're Floridians,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Just like
Hey,
They
same thing in Texas.
yes,
Like,
like if it ain't a
okay.
hurricane, you know, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got to get around. We do here too.
I don't know if it's going to I'm not sure if it's going to restrict the pay because I'm not to the point yet, LP, where I'm monetized for the 4,000 watch hours. So yeah, I don't know. Like that's where I would be able to see, okay, well, this one was restricted and oh look, it's demonetized too. Maybe I would get more information if they demonetized it.
Yeah. I've had videos like my butchering videos where I don't show everything, but they put what do they call it? It turns yellow, the little dollar sign, and they kind of
ineligible. Uh-huh.
They do what? They'll do what? Say that again, Laura. Hey, Will it grow? I'm sorry.
They restrict the release to it. You know, who can see it.
Yeah,
kinda.
that's restricted. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a restricted video. So then what it'll do is under the restricted, when you go and you click on what I said under your icon and you go down, let me open the page so I can actually explain it while I'm talking about it. It's raining here. It just started pouring.
Yeah, and then you see Justin Rose do the same thing, and his goes.
Viral.
Mhm.
Because he's their sweetheart. Yeah, because he's been on here forever cranking out content. He's another workhorse. They're not going to kick their workhorses because those people are making them good ad revenue.
Mhm.
All right, let me go to view my channel. So you go to your icon, you click on view your channel, then you click on your icon again. You scroll down. Like what you should be seeing when you click on your icon is your channel name, South Florida Sunshine, at South Florida Sunshine. View your channel. Don't click that. You'll see Google account. You'll scroll, and you'll get to this section. The first thing it says your data in YouTube. You go down about 4 more. It says restricted mode. This one is in off. You go and turn it on. And then you open another page and you keep it in off mode. So that's what we're talking about. If you guys are just coming in, when I did both pages, I've got restricted stuff. I've never been a
So restricted mode, if it's off, you turn it on?
to look at what they've restricted. Yes.
Oh.
But you have to have both pages open so you can scroll through your both pages. Like you go back and forth.
Oh.
Like it's both your page.
Mhm.
One is in off mode, one is in on mode.
Oh, okay.
So then you're seeing in on mode what's missing. If there's stuff missing, they've restricted that content and it's not getting pushed out to as many people.
Okay.
I had to scroll, like I had to go back and forth because I don't know how to put them side by side.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that either.
Okay. Well, I had to go back and forth too. But what I would do is I would go most popular. I clicked on most popular on both pages in my video section. And then I went down each row and I was like, okay, that's missing over here. And this one is in off mode. So I see all of them in off mode. In the on mode, you see what they've taken away and put in restricted. I know it's a little confusing. That's why I'm like, guys, go watch. If you want to do it, go watch the vidIQ video today. And he shows it, but he shows it side by side on the screen. And I can't do that. And I can't bring that up for you. I wish I could. Yeah. Let me see where. I'm so sorry. I'm behind. No, I video vlog my entire. Oh, okay. Video vlog. That's what that meant. I couldn't figure out what that meant. The little initials. Yeah. Yeah. You want to keep going if you have the time to, basically. You always have to weigh where you're putting your time's precious, and you always have to weigh where you're putting your time.
Yeah.
And if it's giving you back, like what was it? Actually, Terry Jones said it yesterday. A soldier basically studies what they're going to get through victory. Like what is their take or prize at the end of the fight to determine if the fight is really worth it.
Yeah.
And if not, then they move on. They don't, kill off their soldiers.
For me, I just enjoy posting videos and editing videos and and then it's just something that my family can look back on. My grandbaby loves when she see her Cece on the big TV. She's like, Cece's on TV, to her.
Yeah.
That's what I get out of it. And, just the friendships I've gained from it. So I don't even though I am monetized, I still don't let it control how I feel about it. I just post my videos. Right. Some of them do really good. Other ones don't do as well. And,
Hey, Shawnee.
I just don't let it bother me.
Yeah. You just laid back, though, too. I wish I was more like you.
Carol's not laid back.
I'm not. I'm not.
Kill you.
I know. I've got plenty of it here. So this is supposed to be my laid back and fun time. And then YouTube just made it not.
Hey, when you wind up getting shingles and they tell you it's because of stress, you're like, okay, I'm not doing that no more.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I can't. That's what I mean. Like, I can't push myself with this monetization stuff if YouTube is going to be restricting my stuff. Like, I've got to take a step back and figure out what I'm
and some people do. and revamp
Good.
their channel and change things, and then
Right.
they take off. So you just
Yeah.
never know.
I know some people just completely leave because they get so frustrated with YouTube. I know people who won't come back on the platform to like be true content creators because of YouTube stuff that they do. And
Yeah.
now I'm saying them over and over again. So yeah, this is getting restricted. Your
Yeah.
content page. No, there's not a restricted column. That would be too easy. That would just be too easy. No, I'm not saying it's because of you, the restrictions. I'm saying I don't want whatever got you, Anne, and how you share out a ton of people, and I'm in there somewhere, just pull my name out because I just don't. I appreciate it, but you being new to YouTube, don't know where the trolls are yet. You really don't know. There are troll groups on here that appear like they're just a fun group of gamers, or they're just a fun group of doing this. And what they do at night is they troll our channels, our lives. And some of them are kind of obvious, but others, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I meant anybody who's new like that, who's constantly sharing people out, that they're not familiar with the channels really well, is all I meant. Like, just to be careful. No one should ever speak like what on their videos. Well, I missed that. No, I didn't mean it to offend you, honey. I'm sorry. No, I've appreciated it. I've just noticed some new people here that are trying to get on my lives at night that I never had before. And I noticed too that, like, I think you've had issues at the same time. You were having the same kind of issues, not with trying to get on your lives, but that's when you were saying you were having stuff reported. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's not necessarily even they are troll. They just don't quite comprehend. And then they get mad and then they report people. I try not to use cuss words, but when you have gotten stung 3 or 4 times. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck. I'd be letting the word slip for sure. Yeah, we can't have comments if we don't put it on not child friendly. That's the other thing too.
And you can't get paid.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
That's right.
So how do they make their money?
Yeah, I don't understand
These children channels, I guess sponsorships.
sponsorship.
Yeah, affiliate links and all that type of thing. Have other ways around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they remove more than that. It seems like, Virginia, they remove like all videos. Not really hearing much, but you have folks like Vision prepared now, splitting.
Hey,
There's live streams up between YT. Yeah, the YT and Rumble thing that people are doing. Yep. Because of certain things. Hey, Bayou Sugar, welcome in.
How about you?
Bayou Sugar, you might want to, well, I don't know. Is Bayou going to get monetized?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Bayou, if you're going for monetization, you might want to check out the, oh gosh, now I've been promoting them and it just went out. vidIQ's new video on if your videos have been restricted, because YouTube will not tell you.
Are you gonna post that in your
I'm probably gonna have to post
community
it,
tab?
Yeah, under this live or in my community tab. Probably the community tab.
How do you say the Passamaquoddy? Yeah, Passamaquoddy. I didn't have chickenpox as a little kid. Mine was due to stress. You can get shingles through stress as well.
You can also be a carrier of chickenpox, but not actually get it, and that's So you had it in your body, you just didn't produce the spot.
Yeah,
because you have to have it at some time, but you're probably just a carrier.
Yeah.
You're just giving it to everybody else.
Other people are having an issue with it because another channel. I don't know that channel. Called Pros Corner. Interesting. It's not. You just see a yes or a no. You have to open 2 pages, DCBs. They don't show you anything. They don't put it together for you. No, you've got to go looking for it. That's why I'm really grateful that they had that on vidIQ to show you how to do it, and to go comparing, like compare the one where it's turned on and compare where it's turned off.
So you didn't get restricted on your mango eating?
The mango one is restricted. That was the other live.
You should have
Yeah.
put the hashtag mukbang.
Right? Maybe I should. I'll go back and put that in there
Hashtag
and
what?
see.
Mukbang.
Mukbang, like it's
Oh.
of you eating.
Eating and talking, so they won't think you're trying to be all
Yeah.
sexual or something.
Exactly.
Really?
Not that you was eating it in that way at all.
From your notification. Yeah, maybe too. Yeah, like how people say, "Oh, I didn't get that notification." That's
Mhm.
probably because they just restricted that video of that person's possibly DCBs. I wonder. Oh, that would be interesting. I don't know if people got the one that I did on Chaya. I'm not sure. Okay,
All
everybody's
right,
talking
Virginia
to each other.
Bushcrafters. See you later.
Okay, have a good day. Yeah, let me go all the way down. Okay, bye, Virginia Bushcrafter. Have a great day. Thank you. And Anne, I'm just saying, like, because you had mentioned about people that you were getting something about bad language and stuff, like people were hitting your channel. That's all I meant. There's somebody in your mix, and until we find that person, just don't share me out. You could share. I'm so grateful you share me out, but now we know there's some troll in there that you're not sure who it is. We got to figure that out, because I don't want them coming over here with all this going on. I don't need any
I
help.
think that's the unfortunate thing about doing lives is that, you know,
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, because I love you, Anne. I really appreciate you. I do.
you know,
I do. What? I'm sorry, Laura. Go ahead.
when we do lives, that kind of stuff can happen more than it seems like just video.
Oh, they can hit anybody's videos though too. and
Yeah, they can.
They report people.
They can lie about what you
Lie.
did in the video. Yeah.
flat out lie. And I
Because
noticed.
YouTube doesn't go check.
No. I noticed. But the thing is too, is when they're being really offensive and it's really something bad, YouTube doesn't check because the thing's still up.
Mhm.
Like the really bad stuff is still up. And it's like, are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Like how many reports does it take that, this is like complete perversion? This guy might be a pedo or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to just make sure I'm caught up and I didn't skip over anybody's. In Small Plains, 60 miles away from here. Oh, wow, Andrew. 250. Is that where you have to go for your daughter? I know she had some medical stuff coming that you guys were doing with her.
Well, you said she's partially monetized. So pretty much she gets like the what is that? The thank you.
Yeah, they can give me super chats. I
Yeah.
could sell my wares.
Mm-hmm.
Sell my wares,
Or if you sell your others, maybe
right?
maybe you can get monetized.
Can you do memberships?
Please, sir. Yes, and membership.
Okay.
Please, sir.
I still don't understand memberships and how I understand how it works, but I don't understand. I guess I don't understand. People make these cute little tabs, and I don't know how to do all that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my parents had gotten it. I don't know if they had chicken pox or not. I don't remember.
Mhm.
My parents got it, but also I had a friend in college get it. She was like, we were in our 20s, and she was so stressed out that she gave herself shingles.
Yeah.
I was like, what
Yeah.
the heck?
I was in my 30s when I got it.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. She
I was in my
out on her
40s.
own.
I had a test for cancer coming through. So, yeah.
That would stress you.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. You're more than welcome when you want to come up. I've known you for a while in my life. All right, I got you.
Yeah,
I
as
gotta
for that
run.
membership thing, I think it's too much. It's a lot of work.
Mhm. It's a lot of work, and she does
Yes,
plenty.
indeed,
Always
TC.
like posting a video daily. Like,
Yeah, and then giveaways, because the thing is that so many people compare. Well, in this membership you get this, and this, and
okay,
this
DC.
membership. And I'm like,
Good
I'm
one.
not jumping in that arena. No,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
Right. Almost Village 6 months. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is you see these channels who do giveaways grow exponentially. But then it's like if you don't have evergreen content, they don't continue, like those videos don't continue to get watched. Like you've got evergreen content. Oh, thanks, Big Rooster Show. Yeah, there he is. Hey.
Hey, Big Rooster.
We're
He
just
was on
talking
there
about-
on his channel doing Connect 4 today.
Was he? Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
cool.
I didn't see it. I didn't. Did it come up? under
Oh,
Big
you didn't get the
Rooster?
notification, huh?
Nope. You better check and make sure it's not restricted, Big Rooster. That's what we're going through right now. Talking about YouTube restricting stuff and not telling us. We have to go
Outside.
looking.
I was outside pulling weeds. Ugh.
All right, DC. You too. Have a great day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was mowing and pulling weeds and taking the purple spot out of my strawberries.
Oh, DC, we can't see if you're restricted. You have to go and look at your videos and your lives, and you have to check your stuff. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did.
Yeah.
A nice garden. I've seen his garden and everything. I was like,
Mhm.
okay.
I've seen some of his, some of his gardening videos, but usually when he's getting stuff done with the bees and things like
Yeah.
that. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Yeah, we're having lovely rain. That the pressure systems are changing now.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I wish we were having rain.
We've needed it. It just happens to, happen on my live day.
Mm-hmm.
So you can watch me maybe go into like a migraine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be fun. I was thinking about playing Connect 4 against my pet rock.
My
Yeah,
pet rock.
we play Connect 4 in real life with the little one here. He likes that, but he doesn't play it to win. He just likes to put the little
Mhm.
checkerboard pieces.
Jonah.
in.
Jonah used to just play with it, and it was great for, OT.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah,
That's
go
why
ahead.
we would do it. Yeah, that's why we do it. We started that. But we used to play it with our daughters. What's that? Oh, you can play with the stacker. You can play with that. But can I have that, please? Give me your water. He just took apart his water. Darned if I could get the thing open because Theron tried to tighten it down. Where's the other piece, please? Where's this piece? Yeah, let me have that.
Try to
Thank
make
you.
it so he couldn't spill it.
Yeah, but somehow he doesn't so much tip. He opens and he drinks it, but then it spills because he tries to pour the whole thing in his throat at once. Also, what I'm looking for disappears. There's a restrictor piece.
Yeah.
That holds it.
The flow.
Hey, J3, welcome
Hey,
in. J3GS.
Hello.
No water break. You're out there too. It's water breaking outside my house, so I'm staying inside, along with thunder and lightning, electrified water.
Yeah.
I was
good.
planning on planting some things today, but then it got too hot, and I was like, well, I guess I will plant them tomorrow.
Right. I know. I just got the one little plant. I put it outside to acclimate it, and it's like I'm dying already.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'll bring you back in, but Goji Berry, you've got to get used to this heat. You're in South Florida now.
Oh, I threw my squash out there in their little container. I was like, you know what? You better survive or you're going to be replaced. 'Cause I'm not bringing you back in. You're not coming back in. I put it in a shady area, but this morning they
too.
had a little leaf come out. I'm like, yay. Y'all
Oh,
understand?
good.
Nice.
Yay. That's what I need to actually plant is squash or pumpkin soon. But I've got to get out there and weed, and I want to put down some cardboard and put some mulch on top, but I need to get bags of mulch because I can't get chip drop here. I don't have enough strength to get all that into my backyard soon,
I
quickly.
signed up for chip drop and I was looking at it and they were saying, it can come at any time. It can have, sometimes it has debris in it and stuff like that, and plastics and
Yeah,
I
that's true too.
I did it in Oregon and I loved it.
Yeah.
But here I can't even. They look at my address and go, oh, no, we ain't coming out that far.
Well, we just had the hurricane and so many trees got knocked down over here. So hoping, because they don't really let you, even though they ask for your number, but they can just show up and drop it off. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with here. But I signed up for it, I want to say over 10 years ago when I first wanted to start my garden. It was, yeah, way over 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And nothing. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
I didn't get nothing last year. Signed up for it because they said after I think 5 months or so you sign up again, or 5 weeks, then you
Mm.
have to re-sign up again because
Mm,
you're off the list.
Oh,
So
that's kind of crazy.
wow. They
you
must
have
have developed, that must be new because they
yeah,
didn't
it's
have
new,
that.
and now you have to keep getting back on the list.
Makes
Hmm.
sense. If the persistent ones will win out those chips.
Or
But,
you can pay the $20 and then you're more guaranteed that they will bring you something.
oh, I didn't know they had that
Oh,
option
Yeah.
now. Oh.
Mhm.
I don't think my husband wants me to do it anyway because he knows it might fall on him if I get sick the day that,
yeah.
that they
Right.
drop it in the driveway. Yeah,
Yeah, and then your
HOA would
they let you
fine
do
us.
it. Yeah.
Hmm. That's the biggest thing I think of is the HOA would be like, "What's that doing there?" And blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah, some of them would. You're right. I haven't seen too many tree companies out too much though. In our, we get a lot of people that are just like mom and pop people that will come through, and
I
it's
know
mostly for trimming palm trees, and I don't want that. They can have
David
palm trees.
just did that with his, and he just got some mulch. He called his local tree company,
Hmm.
and he got a lot of leaf mulch and stuff delivered
Nice.
to him. So
Who was
I
that?
think I'm going to do that too.
We called our local tree company and we haven't heard from them at all.
Mm,
You must be in the way out of nowhere.
We are. We
they are. They pretty much are. But
Oh,
even me within the suburb too, like it's just getting people to call you back, and
yeah.
they're used to the same old, whatever they're doing. They don't want to like steer away from that. It's easy
Well,
to do
what's
the same old, same old.
interesting is like 2.5 miles away,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mhm.
dump it on the side of the road because they got
Right.
nobody that they can dump it for. So it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Just a little bit closer, you guys can take
yeah,
the,
and that's where I've been getting the free stuff that I
bulldozer.
find, and it's nice because it's aged and everything. So,
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're already
so
aging it for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry, J3.
pick
I
it
didn't
up.
see any notification for you guys. CC just said you guys were playing a
Yeah,
game
Big
this
Rooster was
morning.
on. Mm-hmm.
Was it on? It was Big Rooster's channel,
Yeah, it
right?
was Big Rooster's channel. Yeah.
Let me
Because
double
I
check
think
I
Miss T
got
did a
it right.
15-minute live,
Yeah,
like
hers.
or something
Yeah,
this morning. I was
right.
like, I
And
was
this,
asleep. That's
I know.
think
I
I'm
was
connected.
driving. I was
I need
driving.
to connect.
Let me actually make sure I've got the colored bell for, because he goes on before me on Friday nights too. And I usually try to stop in if things aren't too cucamonga here. But Big Bruce has been talking about too. He goes over and does the clock channel lives, and he was saying there's money to be made over there.
yeah.
That's one to look into. Okay. Videos live. It would be under lives. Yeah, I totally didn't see it. Okay, that's what it is. It's not the all bell. But even when I click on the all,
Mm-hmm.
still
Still don't.
don't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I was surprised I got David Corey's this morning. I went over and watched his video.
Mm.
Yeah, but still, I still didn't get a notif. I need to do the same thing with like all the people that,
Yeah.
show me love. Make sure I've got their bells colored in, and then, keep you guys let me know. Like, if you're coming over to my lives and you're spending time with me, I want to make sure I'm getting notifications to do the
Right.
same. If I can't do it at that moment, at least to do, the follow up and do the replay
Right.
for you. Because yeah, I just, that frustrates me so much because I don't want people thinking,
I'm
oh,
looking for Big Rooster's channel, and I got Big Roosters. But
yeah, that's why. It's hold on, let me put it. It's this one. It's Rooster. It's Rooster. That's
oh,
why.
okay.
That's why. There it is. I'll put it up. So yeah, y'all. If you don't have Big Rooster Show, y'all go check him out, please. Subscribe. But yeah, I just don't want to put in all this work to be doing my 4,000 hours and then I'm restricted in how I'm going to get views. Like they're doing exactly what I worried about them doing, and I said it. And that's what makes me so mad, I think. That's why I'm so mad. Like, Cece, when you're like, all right, so I want to say about 2 years ago, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because then I'll be their slave and I'll have to be like, no, it won't pay me anything because it, AdSense, you get cents on the dollar if you get anything at all. And it's really for people who have businesses already and they're just using it to, promote that business. I won't do that. And here I am.
Eating your words.
Eating my words, but they're coming true. Like basically they'll play games with me. I knew they would play games with me because people would talk about getting frustrated back then with YouTube. And what oh, okay. All right. Yeah, 8 o'clock after 8, I could maybe. I can't really pop up until after 10:30. Even Divas, I'm rushing on Saturday night to get to Divas because he stays up late because, I don't know, most of you don't know, but autistic boys don't tend to sleep. And the only reason my son sleeps well is due to herbs and melatonin, or he wouldn't be sleeping.
That's what it's me to sleep. Melatonin.
I know. And it's funny because I can't take like even half of what he takes. I'll get a hangover from the melatonin. I obviously am still making some, so I just take a little bit if I need it. Oh, Girl Daddy's still here in the background. Thank you so much. But yeah, even like I can't believe they would mess with people like Girl Dad. Like, but it's also I don't know if it's them or if it's just the fickleness of like people watching. But I always wondered about that silly video. Like, why did that seems like such a YouTube thing. Like that seems like such a TikTok kind of thing. And then I see, because it was restricted. So maybe they put it in a pocket somewhere and nobody really even got to see it unless they came searching for my channel.
Yeah.
And that's what it seemed like. It was some of my regulars that would comment.
Right.
But I had that one like with the iguana that took off. That the ones that I show iguanas tend to take off, but not.
Ones when I post weather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those those shorts or whatever gets lots of views.
Mm-hmm.
Like any of them stick around and like hit subscribe.
I know. Please hit subscribe while you're here checking out my weather forecast.
Right.
I can definitely try to do that. Oh, there's my brother from another mother, Barry.
Barry.
Okay.
Good to see you, man.
You know who you were saying somebody else was also talking about this? Or no? Did you see somebody talking about Barry? Other than me in our messenger group, I was like this morning when I found out.
No, I'm thinking that maybe I have no proof, but I'm just hypothesizing at this point.
Yeah,
that's a big word, I know. That's a $5 word, but I wonder if maybe that's why Vision Preparedness has split his lives up. So like he'll have the start of that live stream here on this platform, and then he goes over to the one that starts with an R. See, it's stupid. I'm going to say it, Rumble. Anyway, they go to Rumble and they finish it, right?
Yeah.
So it might take an hour. There might be an hour break in between this platform and the other one. And I'm just wondering if maybe he's coming, he's running into the same problem Carol's,
Yeah.
Maybe they're restricting him too. I mean, because, a lot of people are going to that platform because they don't restrict what you say.
Not yet.
Right. Not yet. I know.
Yeah.
They're independent right now,
Have a good day.
So
Anne, that's for you, Anne. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry
about that, Anne.
No. I just pecked. Go ahead.
If somebody big, then
No, they won't bother with the big ones, it seems like. but they can take down big channels. So I think that's
I know,
smart
I'm
that he's
saying, like
splitting.
CC said, not yet. And what I'm saying is, if a big corporation buys them out, then that other platform may not be so free speech anymore.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it depends who buys them out. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I've
Hey,
told. Go ahead.
Hey, Brenda. I just want to say hi to Brenda, Duncan 1900 Homestead, for
Hey,
coming. Thank
Brenda.
you, honey. We're just talking about
Hey,
finding
Brenda.
out how you can find out about your restricted videos and lives and shorts. I just found it out today, Duncan, from a vidIQ had a video, and I was like, oh no, I don't think they've restricted any of my stuff. They did, and they have, and they just did the cassava video of all things, and my recent lives since getting monetized. They have been, but
I'm telling you, I mean, I've been really close to a few times. Well, it's getting dark. Um, to open my own website and just post my videos with it and see whatever I want to on there.
Mhm.
Because you don't have to have YouTube to do it.
On Rumble, you
I would.
mean?
Because
On
I
Rumble.
know how to do all that stuff, but it wouldn't be hard to teach others how to do
What? On where? Where were you saying?
it. Build my own website and just
Oh,
share
build your own website. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even have to have the middleman, which is
Yeah,
this
be a
platform.
good thing to teach us how to do, because no, I don't know how to do that.
Ridiculous.
And I know Maureen has, I think, a website up there in Canada. Ow. This I'm gonna have to like change this out soon enough, because it's, I think my $5 headset is falling apart. It's like digging into my head, this part.
I hate that.
And I forgot it was doing that. And yeah, they are. It's why Anna didn't come back here, Duncan. Not necessarily the restrictions, but just that they're such a pain. They're really like the Ministry of Information, like what DCB said. The company that owns them does that in other countries. They act like that and restrict things and stuff according to what the higher ups tell them to do. So no
Right.
wonder,
Hang on, get my charge
wonder.
cord. Be right back.
Is that why, Duncan? Just dealing with them, or I'm wondering, Anna, if your suspicions are any of the ones that have been coming in at night on mine that keep asking to come up that I don't know, and they're not really understanding that I don't know them and know they can't come up because I don't know them.
That's right.
Daddy must be home.
Tell him, doggy. Tell him.
I know. Stick a doggy on him. But other than that, usually today is Feeling More Fabulous Friday. I did stay off all my sugars except for fruit. Like I know Shawnee too was staying on fruit. This next week, I'm going to try and go on low glycemic fruit, which is just your berries. You basically don't get bananas or mangoes. And I was trying to wait till mango season was completely over. I might wait one more week and then start that the following. But I am off all sugar. I didn't have bread this week because my bread has some kind of like brown rice, I think, syrup or something in it, the gluten-free bread. So that's sugar. Brown rice syrup is a sugar. So, but I'm not doing it necessarily to lose weight. I'm doing it to not go into, diabetes, the number 2, which is like number 2. Have to deal with that because I like my desserts.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But diabetes is worse than if you get it, then it's got to be one of the worst things you could have. So,
gosh, Anne, I wish there was a way for you to, like, when you're ready, like you said, you would come up with Diva and I, so just that we could chit chat.
Yeah, we don't bite.
Even so we could chit chat not live, because you can chit chat behind StreamYard. The only problem with that is if you leave the link, like I had dropped a link in the side chat and I just, it's there. A troll knows how to go and mine it out, and they can sometimes listen behind. That's also how, like, CC, I totally lost track of my train of thought yesterday. I was having a hard day yesterday.
Mhm.
But that's how they can get behind the scenes and talk to you.
Mhm.
They'll mine it out, and once they copy it, then they can use it with their other channels too. They just go and pick it up again, and they keep coming back as the other channels and talking to you in that private chat.
Yeah.
Saw somebody do that, and they couldn't get kicked. The person couldn't kick them
Mhm.
too, so they know another trick to stay back there.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. The time was
It's like they
saying.
have nothing better to do with
Oh,
their time than
Keep
to-
trying, Mutt. Keep trying. Sometimes it's easier to just go. I'm sorry, Barry. Sometimes it's easier to go cold turkey and just
Yeah.
go right into proteins and right into greens and just do no carb or very, very, very low carb and get off all sweets, all fruit, except for maybe the high glycemic, which is the berries. But when I did that, I will tell you the berries don't taste sweet for quite a while. They still taste like you need something. Like they're not sweet enough
Yeah.
unless you're picking them from your own garden. Person, I suspect I've stopped now. Yeah, perhaps, Anne. I hope so. Hope he's done. Make sure that you've hidden him. Hidden his
Yeah.
channel. Make sure you go to their channel and you hide them so they can't mess with you more. Because that's what you have to do. And even that, that's the one thing I don't like too is if you're on FB and you hide somebody, you never see them again. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's weird.
They don't have to come up and come at you. They can't. But on YouTube, they can still see your stuff. They can open another channel, come at you. Like
Mhm.
they need to get a little bit better with that on YouTube. Oh,
do.
oh my.
And then they don't have, they're like, well, we're not accountable for anything really, so it really stinks.
Wow. Yeah, you met quite the interesting person. How is he sending them? Like emailing them to you? That's terrible, Anne. But that's what I meant. Like take some time and maybe like don't shout out like channels till you are really familiar with them. Because
And don't feel pressured to
Yeah,
shout
don't
out
feel-
channels.
yeah, don't feel pressured to grow real fast on here too before knowing those things. 'Cause
Mhm.
like what you just dealt with, if you hop into a troll farm, basically, they know how to get your channel shut down. They know the ins and outs of YouTube. Not to scare you, just like take it easy, get used to like the people that you're with, and yeah, that's so gross that he did that.
Yeah.
In the comments, he was able to do that. Yeah, he's got some hacking abilities. Lovely. Any idea how people can draw body parts in? I have no idea. That's one I have not seen, Anne. So you grabbed on, well, that's a terrible term. Oh my gosh, sorry. You got a real winner there with that person.
Wow.
I know. Grabbed on is not the right term if he's drawing boy parts, man parts in her.
It was, you know what that reminds me of? We hired, because Chris is now moving logs and working with the other thing, and we still have our truck. So we hired a lady driver to drive our truck. And my mother-in-law goes, so is Chris going to do a ride along with her to see, how she drives and stuff? And she goes, is Chris going to ride on her again next week? No.
You know something? I don't know. Like
I hope not.
Mom,
leave it to the moms. I'm gonna get some Advil, and I think I'm gonna go get my other, or I'm just gonna unplug this. And you'll just have to hear Malachi, but I'm gonna get some Advil. I'll be right back.
yeah, bring me some.
Yeah, I had to take some today too.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It just doesn't seem like it's working anymore.
Yeah.
I usually leave.
I'm
You
really not
to leave.
supposed to
I
use
take a leave.
incense or anything.
It lasts longer.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that
Anything with
slow. I think.
ibuprofen, I'm supposed to stay away from. But when I combine it with Tylenol, it works. So,
Mm-hmm.
figure.
Mm.
Yeah, there's something that they say that people with back pain should do that too. One Tylenol and one ibuprofen,
Mm-hmm.
and it works really good for back pain too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
maybe I
yesterday
should
was a
become the
fun day
headache.
for me. I don't know. I
Huh?
woke up. Yesterday was a fun day. I woke up and my body said, "Oh, not
Oh,
happening. All that stuff
I'm
you thought you were
sorry.
going to do today, nope, you're not doing it."
Yeah, I've had those days. I'm
It's
sorry,
like,
Barry.
try
Let me
me.
know if you
Go
can't
ahead.
hear me.
Go ahead. We
Different
can
mic.
hear you.
Okay, go ahead, Barry. Sorry.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, all those things you thought you were going to do, you were thinking about last night.
Mhm.
Not today. No.
Yep.
Like,
Cece
oh, God, that hurts so
understands
bad.
that. She threw out her sciatic right after mine just kind of got better.
Yeah. I'm still dealing with it.
Are you?
So
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm-
CP.
today I'm trying to not take any pain medicine.
Mm.
So
No.
I've done, I mean, it's past 12.
Listen,
Dang.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
can't
gonna
get
take
into
Go ahead.
I can't get into um, a doctor again until Friday of next week.
Oh
Mm.
my. So you've got to kind of restrict it for in case you get really, really bad.
Well,
moment.
because I was on, they had me on steroids and
Mhm.
and pain medicine, which seemed to help. And
Okay.
then I re-aggravated it. But I've been out of steroids and I've just been taking the pain medicine, and I'm like, it's really not solving the issue of the disc because it
Yeah.
just keeps coming back.
Right.
So yeah.
That's hard. And when you go, are you going to get like any kind of scan done at
Well,
all?
I
or
already
did-
know what it is. I had a back injury when I worked at the hospital.
Mm.
And but at the time I was young and was like, oh, okay, I'll do the 6 weeks of physical therapy,
Mhm.
thinking, oh, I'll be fine. And now 20 years later, I'm still dealing with the injury
Yeah.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
it decides to flare up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom was much older when hers to start. Actually, she was scary enough, was around my age when she started getting little issues with it. And then as she got into her, I want to say she was in her 70s. And this is probably too like osteoarthritis. And, she probably had bone spurs. That's what
Mhm.
happened. She got an impingement of the nerve. And they had
Ooh.
to go in and file off the bone spur that was impinging the nerve
Mhm.
on her spine. And I was like, oh, Mom. And I couldn't get up there for her. Thankfully,
Mhm.
my sister arranged it though, so I wouldn't anyway. She kind of, that wasn't told to me until after we made our trip. And
Mhm.
I was like, well, now I can't just turn around and come right back. Like, why didn't you tell me?
I guess I'm ignorant
Listen,
on the
Jeannie.
subject, but what is the whole purpose of giving people steroids? I mean,
Well, for me, it's because I have the I guess the tissue between my vertebrae swells or whatever, so it kind of takes the inflammation out of it, so that
okay.
I'm able to,
I
it's
mean,
able to
I
grind
never
itself
knew.
back
I
up.
honestly didn't know why, because I've heard a lot of people say they give me steroids, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
Well,
get
I think it's-
steroid shots. They usually
Yeah.
get them, shots, and they didn't give me shots. They just gave me the medicine instead.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
because with the shots, it seems to wear off after like three or 4 months, and then people are back trying to go get other shots. But
Yeah.
Yeah. And they say with the shots too, it can damage the
yeah,
tissue in the bone or something with the shots.
Mm.
That's scary. It's like I know they gave me one shot when I had impingement in my shoulder. My shoulder locked up.
Mhm.
And Come to find out that can be menopause can do that because your synovial fluid, you start to have problems with your synovial fluid, or high sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I found that out after the fact, but I had to get
High sugar causes all kinds of inflammation
Yeah.
in the body.
hmm
And that's why it causes cancer. It's actually worse for cancer than cigarettes. High sugar.
Yeah,
I know I had to get. I had plantar fasciitis.
I
Uh
have
huh.
Oh my gosh! And they had to give me the shot in my foot, but I only had to have it one time. But I was like, I don't care what you have to do because this foot. It was
Yeah.
like every time I go to step down, it was like something sharp
Oh,
sticking in my
no.
foot. Oh my gosh, it was horrible.
Yep. I have that
Wow.
in my left foot all the time.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Mm-mm.
And I've got the steroids waiting for me. I keep like it'll feel a little bit better and then
Uh-huh.
it'll get worse and then it'll feel better. So it's like, okay, well, it's feeling better. Like I'm trying not to take the pack if I don't have to take it.
Uh,
I can get it to, well, with the less sugar too. That's another one. That's a diabetic neuropathy in your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Acts like, can act like the same thing.
Yeah.
that's what I've been having with this pinched nerve this time. That my three toes on that foot are
Mhm.
numb. Like I can't.
Oh.
So I mean, I can wiggle them. I see them moving. But as for feeling in them, no.
I just
I
saw,
get that in my hands because of my pinched nerve that I get off and on in my back because I have a herniated disc that
Mhm.
pinches the nerve.
Yeah.
like in your neck area, Laura.
Yeah. Like right in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those
On my number 4 upper vertebrae, my upper vertebrae is number 4
okay.
because I guess there's a number 4 on the lower part too.
Yeah, it is. I have my injury. I think is on 1 and 2 of my lower.
Oh, okay.
vertebrae.
Yeah, that's where you're getting the sciatica and stuff.
There's your problem. You got numbers instead of vertebrae.
I know.
Right.
Very well.
Just find you a model skeleton out there somewhere. Say here, doc, put that in. Put that
Right.
number out.
Using the discs.
Oh wow. Feels like 100. That's gross. And yeah, we felt it was weird. It felt they didn't give us a feels like temperature that was that high today, but you walked out and it felt really high.
That was all last
They
week.
didn't give me
for
a
us.
feel like.
They didn't
It
give
was-
us a feel like. It was like the temperature and the feels like were really close to being the same this morning. And I'm like, they're lying or somebody.
Yeah. Last week it was like 97 most days, and then the feels like was like 104 or 105.
Yeah, there's
You were hotter than we were. We were right at 100.
Mm.
It's the
And
app,
then-
I think.
We would be praying for rain, and when we got it, the humidity would shoot like 70%.
Yeah.
You're like,
Humidity
why
would
did I
kill.
ask for rain?
Or I would do a drive-by raining is what
Oh,
I
yeah.
call it.
Isn't that
I
wonderful?
just-
We have to drive by raining happening right now. It'll be gone soon.
Yeah.
Big eye little thing.
It's just enough to make it so humid that you can't go outside.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what this morning was. That's why I was surprised it wasn't much higher. It was
Yeah.
close though to the temperature. It was like 88 and they're like, oh, it feels like 89. I'm like, the hell it does.
It was so hot. I went to go turn on the mister for the meat birds, and I almost scolded them because the hose was black.
Oh,
Oh, my poor babies.
right.
Well, I can do both, Passamaquoddy. You can take natural anti-inflammatories, but with natural anti-inflammatories, they're nutrition, so you have to be constantly doing natural
Mhm.
anti-inflammatory.
So that's what
Yeah.
they mean by fully cooked chicken.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you scold them to get the feathers off. So, I was just pre-scolding them.
Right. They go out there and they're gonna be all ball.
Yeah.
It missed us, thankfully, and we didn't even get, I think we got a little bit of rain from it. And I don't know if anybody, like Cece's out in Texas, Laura's Tennessee, and then you're in what
Kentucky.
part of Kentucky, though? Like, are you anywhere close to the East Coast? I forget, Barry. Are you on the east side of
He's closer
Kentucky?
than I am.
No, I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle. I thought I didn't think you were East Coast, but I couldn't
Kinda.
recall.
Like-
So none of us were.
Off center middle.
Yeah.
And I'm right on the line of West
Yeah.
and Middle
She
Tennessee.
gets a lot of that stuff before I do. Like especially if it follows if it comes up out of the Gulf of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know you get it pretty bad there, and then
Yeah.
within hours we get it. And that's
Yeah.
why I was saying when they were talking about this storm, Debbie, I was like, okay, we're going to get that in a few days. But
Now,
she
CC
tracked
got-
more
Oh, go
to
ahead,
the east.
sorry. Yeah, CC got the flooding. I think you got flooding pre-barrel, and then did you get flooding after barrel too, or during?
No, well, we had flooding from just
storms, right?
rain, but then with Beryl, it was a windstorm.
Okay.
And we didn't get much rain at all. It
Thank
was just a lot of wind and knocked a lot of trees on power lines and houses where people were.
Ooh,
What state are you in, CC?
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
I'm in the south side, so like Houston area.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got family in Houston.
Okay.
nice, nice.
That's the country's oven.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, I don't know because San Antonio was whoa, they temps over there has been extra crispy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't
My-
know how y'all do it.
Laura probably knows the answer to this too. Did they do a lot of high contrast CTs and stuff on you when you were getting your cancer treatments? Because it might not just be the steroids; they might have fried your thyroid.
Yeah. Just even any cancer treatment will, I mean, if you've had radiation too, that can fry they always check my
Your
because
thyroid.
of the radiation.
Yeah, and I know with the high contrast agent that they use, that can do it too because it's iodine.
Yeah.
So it might be your thyroid. So you might want to look into like low thyroid eating plans too for people who have the autoimmune portion.
Yeah.
No
Check. Have your doctor check your thyroid
Yeah,
too.
definitely. It's the chemo too, Laura, you're saying, right? Can do it. The chemo can do it.
Radiation.
Oh, the radiation. Did you have? Well, his was on the other end. And you
Oh,
didn't
okay.
have radiation.
Yeah. I don't know if the chemo can do it. I've never had that, but with me, they check it because of the radiation. They're like, okay, you had radiation. Let's check it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the chemo can, because I know people who come off the chemo also have neuropathy.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they recover and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
I have what is either it was from my vitamin D, I'm hoping, my low vitamin D. My toenail stopped growing. So I had I have like that double toenail now. It's finally starting to grow again. And I think it was the vitamin D. Oh, there goes my. I think it was the vitamin D because as soon as I started on the high dose vitamin D, my toenail started to grow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they say it can be,
Well, vitamin D can affect. I mean, it's so weird. Aches and pains, all kinds of stuff. It's a good thing to take if you've got before you go, I have arthritis, to take vitamin D because it can be a deficiency, especially if you're not outside like some of us all the time.
Right.
So true. I miss that. I used to feel so much better when I could lay out in the sun. And I'm like, I know part of it was because I never had low D. I was always getting plenty,
Yeah,
but now they scare us all with, skin cancer.
yeah.
The heck out of us with that. And I don't know
Well,
what
you walk in the doctor's office with a tan, and they're like, okay, let's check you.
right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know I felt better, like, even with my sciatic, being able to just go sit out on the porch and
Mhm.
let the sun, it
Yes.
was
Yeah.
or just to, getting the vitamin D that way. It just felt so good to,
Mm-hmm.
and then to be out of the house. It was
And
good.
it's good for you, like to get morning light. Like even I think there's other like people who are heavy into nutrition and they're realizing like you've got to get up and get that early morning light in your face. Like don't look directly at the sun, but you still need that light to
Morning.
come
Yeah.
into your eyes so it can set off your circadian rhythm so you can go to
I
bed.
wonder if that's why gardening in the morning is so good for everybody. It's like physical exercise, and then
Yeah.
you're moving around and getting the vitamin D.
Mhm.
Yeah, that I know it does. Yep.
I have to
That's
wait
why-
until about 1 for the sun to go past
Right?
the mountain and the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a carpal tunnel in both hands and stuff, and I'll get numbness and stuff. Like if I'm cutting, I have to be careful when I'm cutting something up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My hand would go numb. I'm like, I'm still chopping, but I don't feel it anymore.
Oh,
You need one of those ones that Garden Answer has that just you push a little button and it goes.
Right?
Just,
oh
I'm like,
yeah,
I want one of those.
me too. I've seen that. I know somebody
Mhm.
else in the gardening community had that. It was a DeWalt trimmer
Mm-hmm.
for outside, but even
Yeah.
just like, cutting stuff up in the kitchen, I'd be afraid I'd cut my finger. CC, oh my
Mhm.
goodness,
Yeah.
mom,
Yeah.
yikes! I
I
just
know both my girls, when they wanted their hair braided, like even now, I'm like, y'all know I cannot feel. After a while, like hands, I'm shaking them, trying to still braid. I'm like, any tedious stuff. So
Yes.
even like weeding, my hands will get numb after a while. And I'm like, okay, that's it.
Braiding that hair, braiding your guys' hair is done it. It's that's a lot of
Yeah,
Mhm.
strength
Very
and squeezing and like
Mhm.
right. That was like I did it too for Malachi. When he was a baby, I would do the little box braids and then do a twist at the end of his little
Mhm.
braids and stuff.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, my hands would like cramp up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not
I
gonna
don't
be
know how
My
people do it
nieces
so
here at
fast.
home.
I'm like, I never was a fast braid, and I cannot do it. It takes 4 or 5 hours when I'm doing my girl's hair.
Mhm.
I believe it. I believe it. I was actually grateful that it was like, thank you, God, for not bringing me a girl. Thank you for giving me. This would be like a
It's
lifelong
an education.
I mean, and I loved it. I actually wanted to still, even in my pain, I'm like, oh, I wish I could get trained in this. But then I'd be like, Carol, what are you thinking? Your hands are still cramped up, like
Mm-hmm.
from Malachi. How are you going to do?
My
any
little sister, my mom's like, okay, you need to do her hair because I can't do it. She's like,
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. I loved doing his hair, but didn't love the result of like this is fun.
I know your hands all cramped up. Like, okay,
yeah. It's like, and then
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have to pull it so tight. You have to, really pull it tight.
yeah, because it's the shrinkage is
Yeah. To get it to braid right, to be tight enough.
Yep. Passamaquoddy's got a tumor that they said at first it wasn't cancer, but now she's saying they can't even test it. It's inoperable. It'll put pressure on her spine sometimes, and she's just in pain. And my heart goes out to her. I just saw it be
Oh,
Passamaquoddy.
I'm sorry, Passamaquoddy. We'll keep you in your prayer. Let me write that down.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have my hair. Wait it like
Keep
that
you
once.
in my prayers. I got to go get a pen.
I did, and when I was in school up near Philadelphia, I wanted my hair like that, and I had really long hair then. And the girls on the basketball team, I had friends that were on the basketball team, but these were the girls that were not quite my friends. And when they saw me with cornrows, they were like having a heyday with me. I'm like, damn it. I was so embarrassed because I'm like, age. And I felt so bad. I was like, I had to apologize to the girl who took that time to do that for me. And I was like, I am so sorry, but I don't think I'm meant to wear these braids.
Oh,
I'm like, but what I didn't realize was no, those girls were just
yeah.
bees.
You wear your hair how you want to and do what you want to do with your own hair.
Yeah.
You know?
But my hair was that's when my hair was coming out of one of those like 80s terms.
Did
So
you have beads at the end of it?
no, I didn't go that route. I didn't go like full court, like where I could shake the
Right, you can shake them then.
or whatever. Yeah, no, I didn't do the Bo Derek 10. I didn't feel like I was at that level. But no, it was like we were going to all have like this lock in because our school was so small up there. My dad calls it the most expensive summer camp he could ever send me to. It was really a junior college on the main line in like
Mhm.
PA. Like I was close to Villanova, and my cousin was at that school. No way I could have gotten in there. But anyway, that's where we all gathered, and we were going to get food, and I think they were going to do a movie, and these girls just started kind of making fun of me. And I felt
Aw.
so bad for the girl who did my hair because she did a great job.
Yeah.
But I have white girl hair, so it's not going to be as tight, you
Yeah.
know. And we didn't have, I guess, the product back in the day to do it. You know,
Mhm.
our big one was like Aquanet for white,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
white girls.
Everybody uses Aquanet.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like that's how we teased all our hair up, and like you know,
Yep.
in the 80s. I didn't know black girls could use it because it's so drying. Like that's
Girl, I used it.
okay. I don't know.
My hair was crispy.
Thinking, didn't your hair just break?
Yes.
Like,
Mm.
okay,
It was crispy.
Mm-hmm.
But that was, that was the thing.
It was
You
the
use your Aquanet.
I actually saw a tip and they just showed it, and I was like, man, this would have saved so many of us with like the Aquanet. They were like, you clip your hair with like bobby pins here, and then you
Mhm.
flip it over the bobby pins, and it gives it that dimension.
Ah.
I was like, why the heck didn't somebody show us that back in the day?
Yeah.
We're all like in our bathrooms.
Back when we had the bangs that went straight up and like
Yeah, and it was
I
like,
know
we're-
we have girls at our school that I promise you they must have like put their face to a wall in the morning and just did that, and
Mhm.
because
yeah.
it was straight up.
Mhm.
Ah.
But yeah, my hair was in college coming off of a perm, one of those really tight ringlet perms.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But it was good because I have natural ringlets and I didn't know that. So it just tightened them. So I'd be in line like at you know, getting our lunch or our dinner, and I'd have somebody behind me and they'd be like, ooh, I really like your hair. And I'm like, oh thanks. It's natural, sort of kind of.
Right. Just enhance my naturalness.
Enhanced, yeah, it's enhanced. I wish I had that word back then. You braid it and then beat the end. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think the Celtic ancestors did stuff like that in the Nordics.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did braid in
Yeah.
that in here for sure.
I keep
Mhm.
putting it off. I need to cut mine.
I wasn't going to sit that long. Yeah, I know it is nice to have your hair done too by somebody. As long
It
as
is.
Mhm.
pull them really hard. As long as they're not the type that like really yanks it to where
Mhm.
it hurts. But yeah,
Just people that kind of they put your hands in your hair and they just do this, and it's like, oh,
oh, we get it
I
washed.
keep on rubbing my scalp.
Oh,
just-
yeah. When I go to get my hair cut, I'm like, and I need a shampoo and conditioner. Just because I
Mhm.
want somebody to massage my head and be like, oh, this is so wonderful.
Mhm.
Spa day out of it.
With that warm water.
Yes.
Yeah, the sprayer. I know. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, why does it feel so good here? My shower
Right.
never feels this great.
Mm-hmm.
Put the goatee into brace. Okay. There you go, Mutt. You go. We have like, because I go to the big supercuts because I'm like, you know,
I go to Supercuts too.
yeah, I'm fancy. I get their it's what is that called? The Paul Mitchell is a treatment and it
Mhm.
tingles on your scalp.
Mhm.
I get
I
that
get the tree
as
tea.
treat.
The
The tea
oil.
tree.
Yes,
Yeah.
the tree because it just tingles. I'm like, oh,
Yes. Yeah.
if I have the money, I do that, and I'm like, like you need that.
Did y'all Supercuts go up on the prices?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
This prices
Mm.
now. I'm like, this isn't super cuts
I'm
like I
like-
used to know.
We have a girl that does our hair. She does my eyebrows for $3 and my hair for like $7. And it's just crazy.
Wow,
Crazy.
that is.
She's so sweet.
Of course, Jamie. We're girls. You guys matter. Our hairdressers matter.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was funny because there's a really great hairdresser at my Supercuts. She's this little Asian lady. Can't remember her name. To save my life right now. But she manages the place, and this other girl was there the day I walked in, and she had fixed my hair when I almost shaved my head on October 7th when that whole thing went down. And I thought, oh, here comes the Ezekiel war.
Oh yeah.
Like, here we go, biblical. I'm like, I'm not ready.
Now I'm starting to wonder again. I was like reading. I was reading
flip flop us every day. It was like,
Ezekiel
yeah,
3 last night, and yeah,
yeah, it's real close. They like to keep us waiting, like
yeah,
just
yeah.
tension because we buy things when we're
Mhm.
tense and scared. We buy things.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's excellent, and she fixed my hair from what I had done to it into somewhat of a hairdo. And then I went in, just her assistant couldn't figure out, just cut my hair like even, but you're gonna have to undercut this part because.
Mhm.
And she's like, well, I can't really undercut it. Like I must have used a term, and she was so stuck on that term, she couldn't figure out to ask me, well, is this what you're thinking or that?
Mhm.
She was just, I can't do that kind of haircut. And I'm like, okay, is your boss here? When will she be back? Because I'm
Right.
doing my hair. And finally, I had to walk out because it was just such a communication issue that I was like,
Yeah.
I just want you to cut it kind of even and this part a little shorter because it's summer. No,
Mhm.
I have the same the Supercuts lady for 20 years.
that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Usually they change over so quickly.
Yeah, she's been there all that time. She cut my girl's hair at different times, but she texted me a couple months ago and she was like, "Hey, I won't be able to cut your hair for a while." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I broke both wrists." I'm like, "Oh, great."
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jamie, that is a long time. Kudos to you. I know you talked
Yes.
about it yesterday, and it's because of your issues too with your hands. I'm so sorry. It was.
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
I took cosmetology, but then, like I said, with my hands going numb and stuff, because that started happening in my 20s, I was like, this is not going to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they ever say if it was your neck? Like
No, back then it wasn't from an injury. I've just always had like carpal tunnel kind of
Oh
in my
wow.
hands.
Oh,
That's
no.
all right. And I'm over here with the camera off because I'm rolling my eyes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We can go off, girl.
I'm just playing, y'all.
Oh no way. Is she near me?
Oh, and I'm not a jewelry or a makeup person either. And no, I'm totally not girly.
Yeah. I am girly. I struggle with
I
that.
love girly, but I
Just don't-
fail at it.
Right.
I'm good one day, and then the next day it's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
You look so good yesterday. What's the problem today? I'm like,
it's like I'll be moving something and I'm like, oh, there's a big old spider, and then a mouse runs by me and I'm like, ah! My husband's always teasing me. He's like, and you're the one that is like okay with black widows.
you
Right.
are,
We just
but
pick that up and move it outside.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I
Yeah, Sam.
have my days. In fact, somebody even in high school said that to me. They're like, how come certain days you look like amazing, and then other days it looks like you could care less that you're coming to school? I'm like, didn't know that was the definition of like ADHD back then. That was my ADHD. Yeah, but I would fail miserably too. And that's the thing too, is like walking into things. I walk into corners and everything.
Yeah, what?
Sit.
As a guy, or this is my personal taste. When
Yeah.
a woman's overly made up, it's a turnoff.
My husband
I
says
just-
the same thing.
Yeah, I just
Mhm.
can't do it. I like either natural, or you go easy on the makeup, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
still let
because
your-
nowadays they can look like a total different person when they take it off. And you're like,
Oh,
have you seen those videos? And you're like, and
Yeah.
then they turn into these people like, what? Is that the same person?
All these stars. Have you
Yeah.
those videos where they stars without makeup? It's in like you're like, whoa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
sure. There's a lot of tricks of the trade that they use. And yeah,
Mhm.
I like being girly, but I can get down.
People like with pitting in their skin, and they
Yeah.
take off their makeup, and you're like, oh my goodness.
How did you camouflage like your
Oh,
Mhm.
the
skin?
years have not been good on that one, have they?
It's like spackle.
Yeah,
Right.
I get it. Yeah.
Paper mache.
My husband's like that with It's funny, and my husband's like that with hair color, but I'm not ready to go gray, and it's my hair, so not
Oh,
there
come
yet.
on, girl, embrace the
I think
gray.
it's harder when you have darker
Yeah.
hair
It is. It's like because it almost
because
looks like
it's such a big contrast.
yeah. Yeah, it's a huge contrast. Plus, it's
So,
not like
Carol,
my
how
hair
does-
is.
How
What?
does your gray come in?
It comes in like I have a chunk right here that's coming in, but it's not like so close together where it looks cool. Like, and then I just got it everywhere else. But even my brunette that's under this red ish color is not like a shiny dark brunette like it used to be. So it just looks dull to me. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh, even the
Like I
brunette
have this chunk. You can see it right here.
Yeah, I have that
Yeah.
too on the side. Is where I
Yeah.
get this little gray patch, and I'm like, what is
Yeah, I
that?
think I got that too. 'Cause that tends to, yeah. But what's weird is this is my dad's grays. It's not my mom. My mom was hardly gray. If I showed you even pictures of her laying there in like while she was in hospice, hardly any gray in her hair. But she would dye it, but she hardly had any gray. She kept her hair cut for most of her life. So
My dad's side of the family, they all like in their 20s, they were getting gray.
Mm.
And I didn't get my first gray hair till I was 32 on Mother's Day. And I was about freaked out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I thought something was in my hair, and I went to pull it and it was connected. I was like, it was like the worst Mother's Day ever.
Happy Mother's Day to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
there you go. I'm not gray, I'm silver. I like that. That's a great, yeah.
I used to call mine tinsel for the longest time. I was like, I have tinsel in my hair. I
Mhm.
have tinsel.
That's
This
a
is
good
not
way to
gray.
look at it, CC.
Yeah. I like that. It's tinsel. I like that.
I'm
Actually,
festive all year long.
people go and get that treatment where they actually will have tinsel put in their hair.
Yeah,
Well,
they do. And they're like in their 20s.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I've seen women down here in Florida that have it and they're like in their 70s. Like
Mhm.
all age groups do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
here. Maybe because it's just Florida.
Oh, you mean the actual like tinsel?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the their
I've
little
seen that
tiny-
here too.
Little tiny piece. Now we have degenerate genes, so we. Oh wow!
Hmm.
Is that you mean in your family? It
Wow.
yeah,
18.
my dad went gray early. That's why I'm a mixture of the two, I guess, because I didn't really like Cece says, like probably in my mid 30s, I started seeing them and I was plucking them out of my head.
Yeah, I did that. And
I
he was like,
saw
you
that.
pluck them, you're going to get more. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to cut it down lower than the rest of my hair. I had my kids going, okay, now just cut the gray one. Just cut the gray one.
Oh my gosh. The only gray my dad had them. But yeah, that's about where my mom's was, the temples. Yep. Yeah. Oh, you've got
Yeah.
both. Okay, it's
Yeah,
genetic. Besides.
right there.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Because I was
There's,
thinking,
but because you have
actress
blonde hair, right? Where we rub our
I
heads.
got it on this
really.
side too. It's all mixed in now, though. It's like,
Yeah, but it's hard
I'm
to
gonna
tell,
have
like
to
you
get.
said. Okay. Go ahead.
I'll have to
Barry.
get
What-
my mom to send me some of my younger days pictures. I was
Mhm.
so blonde it was almost platinum, and then
Oh,
all of
really?
a
Me
sudden,
too.
I don't know, somewhere along the line, it just went brown. I'm like, where the
Mhm.
hell?
Right.
Where do we get brown from? My mom's got red
Yeah.
hair. I don't know anything about my dad, but I know my mom had had like red hair, probably a lot of gray
Right.
after she got done raising me. But
Yeah.
you know, it's like, where did that come from? And then like my beard.
Mhm.
So I have like this streak of brown right
Yes.
here, and then half
Yeah.
of one here. I'm like, the rest is white. Make up your mind.
Right.
See,
I know. I see guys that have
gray
like
up there
that,
somewhere.
that their beard goes gray faster than their head, and I don't know if that's because they just shave it off daily and it comes in fresh, and you don't necessarily do that with your head. If you're not shaving your hair unless it's
I'm
bald.
due
guy.
for. I've been due for a haircut for like 6 months now. And I'm just like, I do it
So I
myself.
like it that length on you, Barry. I like it that length, like when you've got a little hair
Not in this,
instead of
not in this heat, dear. Not in this heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
you don't have
Feels
the
like
AC.
it. Feels like my head's in aluminum foil and I'm standing under a heat lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mud. I could somehow see you as a little toe-headed blonde kid. I was
Mhm, me too.
golden. I had golden brown hair, and then as I got older, it went to like a red auburn brown, but like undertones it went into.
Mhm.
I had auburn. Oh, yep, I have green eyes. My sister was blonde and blue. Isn't that wild? Oh my goodness. I had a former friend and her coloring was brown hair, brown eyes. Her sister got the blonde hair, blue eyes. They were both Austrian and French
Mm.
heritage. You definitely color my hair. Yeah. That's what I used this time. I was gonna get off the okay, Melissa, so Frugal Mama, I didn't know you were back there. Chatting away.
Like, okay, they're into
Like, all
hair.
right, you guys are just talking about hair now. I can go. Okay. All right.
I'm Frugal Mama.
Much love, Frugal Mama.
Hi,
Thanks.
Frugal Mama.
But yeah, if
Frugal
anybody
Mama.
knows and solves that issue with the whole restricted thing, please tell me. I even read about it online and it was like still confusing. I'm like, okay, I get if I restrict it or if you restrict it because it's 18 and over and I do something naughty, but some of this stuff that you're hiding is not naughty at all.
Maybe somebody reported it or something.
Tell him, Dougie.
That's what I'm thinking. And that's the only reason I said that to Ann. I'm like, hey, I heard, you're having trouble with that
Yeah.
person reporting you. I wonder if they're now reporting people that you're posting or if
Right.
it was people that came over because of that and they're part of a group of people that
Hmm.
aren't necessarily that wonderful.
Yeah.
Are you leaving too, Ann, or are you just saying that to Frugal Mama?
Well, I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm probably going to call it soon anyway. Usually 2:30 is the regular time I do my stuff. All right,
Okay.
Cece. Thanks for
All
coming
right.
in.
Y'all have a good
Appreciate
day.
you.
All
Much-
right. See y'all later. Bye.
You too.
Bye,
See you later.
Cece.
Yeah, I'm glad she came up. That was nice, Cece. Thank you for keeping me company when I was all hot and bothered. Oh, okay, Frugal Mama. But yeah, I know that doesn't
Well, that
sound
was
right
a
either.
poor choice of words.
I know, totally. Now I'm going to get restricted. That's just going to be my new phrase. Now I'll be restricted. Now
Mm.
they're going to get me. But I just found it interesting that since I've gotten monetized, that's when it happened. A lot more restriction.
Oh, they watch you a lot closer once you're monetized.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true. For a lot of people.
Silly dogs. My goodness.
Oh, is that who that was? It was your dogs? I was like, holy
Mhm.
cow.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Mud. Have a good one.
Later, Mud.
They're
Appreciate it.
excited.
Are you going to be able to get out there today, Laura, or are you guys expecting rain too?
Out where?
Outside again, or are you done?
Oh no, I'm not. I do my morning time and that's it. I don't
Okay.
like to. The
Yeah.
afternoon time is house cleaning. The morning time is house cleaning and editing.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that's too like why I was like the editing takes so long. Like, do I really want to bother with all this? Just do my lives, hang out with my friends, and with the videos. After I saw them restrict the latest one, I was like,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
do you
crazy.
want me to make content or not? YouTube. That's not very
Mhm.
encouraging.
Nope.
New aircon car. Ooh, nice.
Hey, DefX.
Hey, Darth. Brother was in so she just said we could be eating it all for back view. I'm like, oh my goodness, that was a surprise for him. Poor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bye. Have a good day, hon. Enjoy
Bye,
that
Ann.
drive in the
Bye.
air conditioned car.
She's like,
Nice.
"Let me get some sleep."
Congratulations on the new car. I know she was saying they were just hoping they would get a new car. They had an older car.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wish I had a rich uncle give me a car.
Yeah. I need to upgrade our car to more of a minivan. I'm getting too short. I think I'm shrinking is what I mean. I'm shrinking.
Mhm.
And the way I step out of the SUV that we have, it sometimes is just like if you park it on the angle in the driveway
Mm-hmm.
where you step off, we have an area where there's stepping stones. You miss those stepping stones, and I can practically fall out of my car. It's so short.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Quite funny.
that's why I
need to
never
re-
lifted my Jeep. I just kept it stock because on my bad days, I
Yeah.
was thinking on my bad days, but do I really want to climb in and out of a lifted Jeep? Actually,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
No.
fall out of it maybe.
Yeah.
Probably better.
Yeah. I know. I see the Jeeps down here, and I'm like, oh, I'd really like one. And then I'm like, yeah, but I would need a step that would go up and down to help
the
me in and
Cherokee-
out of the
It would just lift you up.
Yeah,
like a little elevator step.
and the
Or
Grand
the
Cherokee
one with the
isn't really that high off the ground, you
No.
know. But
Yeah,
if
the
you do
Wranglers.
lift it-
I was thinking. Yeah, the
I had
Wranglers.
friends that said you're not going to be able to follow us, and I said, "Watch." And I followed them right through the trail, and I was like, "What's the problem?" They said, "Well, you just
Yeah.
busted this and that." And no, I didn't. And they're looking all over it, and they're like, their stuff's all beat up and everything. And I said,
Yeah,
"Okay, I got a scratch in the door. Big deal.
yeah. Right?
Nothing
I
like
know.
what they had."
But that's not bad at all. I have to use a step ladder. I love that, Brenda. Oh my gosh, to get in our truck. Yeah, I see the lifted trucks here too, and I think, wow, yeah, that couldn't be Theron because I would never be able to get in. And then, what is like? You have to deal with that with whatever Chris picks to drive too. If he picks something too high for you to get in and out of,
He's just
Right.
got a regular pickup. It's not that bad.
well, okay, yeah, that's what Theron had. He has the
Yeah.
mid-size, but that's for work. It's not like we
Yeah.
really own it. Yes, that's why I've colored my hair since I was in the 20s. I would have been pure white. Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
I'm telling you what, though, Laura. When I watched the video where you all were out in the forest and you're, picking up, his knees are like right up against the console. I
Yeah.
felt so bad for Chris. I was just like, oh my god, I don't know.
It is hard. It's really hard.
Hey, Glenn.
There's a lot of cars he can't go into or
Yeah.
he can't get into.
Hey, Glenn. I started this live because there was a video that I watched where it shows you how to find if YouTube is restricting your videos. And they actually restricted my Kasaba video. And Glenn he watched that video and commented. So it's like, I still don't know what to put it picked up on. But I thought that was interesting. Also, the lovely pineapple I told you I had in water, it got oversprayed by bleach. It started to die, and I was like, why is it dying? Well, it was near my sink, which got sprayed with bleach, and it got
No.
sprayed.
Oh no.
Yeah. The only reason I knew was I even was smelling it. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were fine the other day. I smelled it. I was like, you do smell it. You smell like bleach. Like what?
Oh no.
I should have never moved you over here. So yeah, I lost. And the plant itself just died because I did just a no-no as a gardener. Like when something is going into fruit, you don't up pot it. You don't put it in the ground.
Yeah.
And think you're gonna, you take the fruit off, but you can't do that with pineapple. That's the mother plant does a pineapple, then it does offshoots and gives you a pup. So I wasn't thinking, and I just up potted it with the little pineapple on it. And there went the plant after the pineapple was cut off. The whole thing rotted down. The pups, everything. It just completely went.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that when that happens.
So that whole genetic line is gone, but that's the one that has teeth on it. My hair went all cleared out. And look like, there you go. Just for fun, be Gandalf. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's see. On the send you a link on the video. Okay. It's vidIQ. It's the vidIQ channel. Just did it this morning. And he showed me how to do it. I couldn't think of it. What's wrong? Something outside.
No. It's the
There
weather.
he's got like a cheaper he paid less for his video camera than I paid for mine. They're almost identical, and his seems like it's got a clearer picture and it seems more sensitive.
I think it's oversensitive.
Yeah, I had to turn mine down. Mine was doing wind, and
that's what I'm saying. Mine sees the trees in the driveway, and it takes a video, and I'm like, there's nothing there but leaves moving.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll get that
You know,
too.
but then again, I mean, with what I have slipping around in the shadows sometimes,
Exactly.
you know.
Nice to have it kind of a little sensitive, that's for sure.
I
haven't-
don't know. Every time I think I got them convinced that they don't need to be coming over here begging me for stuff, here they come. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I totally get it, Glenn. I
I'm
did for the people who are coming in at for the usual 2:30 time, I did do my week off of sugar. I survived, but I did do fruit. And then yesterday, this might as well be sugar because Sprouts had these things and they're amazing. Freeze dried mangosteens.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. They are like a little tart, a little sweet, and then they melt in your mouth. They're just
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, they're like candy. So that part, but they're only for the whole, it was quite a bit of them. They were 120 calories for the whole package.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's really light because it's only like 1.05 ounces because it's all freeze dried, but
Mhm.
it was a nice sweet treat. And the only thing that's in here is mangosteens, freeze dried, says it.
Yeah.
So I like mangosteens that way. The other ones were so. Yeah, when I got them off of Wii, which is like an Asian market online.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, Duncan. I you know what it reminds me of? When Whole Foods first started, when they were still a small market and they weren't as ginormous as they are now. Sprouts reminds me of that. Like we used to go to a small Whole Foods out in Coral Springs when Hannah was little, and it was like Sprouts, the way it was set up. And the companies too that they carried weren't as big and commercial either. So they used more natural, like essential oils, and the products were just more natural. But yeah, it smells good in there too because their chickens, their rotisserie chickens are better than, going to Publix and getting their shot up chickens. But I found those. So that was the only thing that I really had that would be, it says no added sugar, but definitely hit the sugar craving.
Yeah.
And having mangoes too. They're a high sugar fruit. Bananas are too, but I didn't do the bananas this time. I did mostly mangoes, and watermelon is high sugar too. So this week I might still do regular fruit in case I can get a hold of some more Florida mangoes before they're completely like done for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Following week, I will just move on to low glycemic. So any of you who are doing it, I was wondering, how you're doing, if you were able to do it for the whole week. I know Nancy, I don't know if she'll be in later, but Nancy was trying it. I don't know if she forgot. Shawnee started late, but I don't know if she had to go too, because we were originally not talking about my usual, feeling more fabulous Friday stuff.
Yeah.
But, and I know Barry gets to have all the carbs, so we can send all our carbs to Barry.
Here.
While we go low carb, just ship your carbs to
Yeah.
Barry. Some box full of your carb stuff. That's the thing too. Like when you're prepping, a lot of the preps are carbs.
Mm-hmm.
That's so hard. I was like, well, what the heck? I guess what, canned soups, canned chilies, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
what? Oh, did you pick your last one yesterday? Yeah, how to garden. Is that's the Nam Doc Mai, right? That you guys have? Have that tree and fruit, Glenn, is the Nam Doc Mai, which I would love to have one in fruit.
I gotta step down. I'm getting really tired for some reason.
I know, me too. I think it's the Advil. If you took Advil like I just did, that's what it does to me too.
Probably.
And you're a hard worker. All right.
I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Alrighty, take care. Tell Chris I said hi.
I will.
Yeah.
Bye.
Don't miss that. Yeah, I've never tried a Namdok Mai. I would love to try one. I got the Mahachinook from True. Oh, that's the other video that they restricted, Glenn, was my mango tasting.
Oh, come on.
Yep, they did. All right, official Jamie. Yeah, I'm going to call it. So anybody who's coming in for my usual, they're going to be like, what the heck happened? I went early. I'm sorry. I went early because I was mad about this restricted viewing stuff. But everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining me. And if you guys find out anything more about, YT restricting videos, or if you've had stuff restricted that you find out about thanks to my video, please let me know in the comments. Like, come back and let me know. For those of you who want to see the video, it's over on vidIQ's YouTube channel, and it's Have You Been Restricted by YouTube, I think is the title. I'll try and link it in the comment section of this video. If not, I'll put it in my posts on the page. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you maybe tonight, Friday at 11:30, my restricted show, because it's so naughty. Not.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day.